Welcome to a Heroes of Newerth patch spotlight version 4.9.3. This patch holds lots of new content such as hero reworks, new Staff of the Master effects, and even 5 new items. Starting off with the hero reworks. Ichor's ultimate ability Blood Rush has been entirely reworked. Activate to create an aura around Ichor for 7 seconds. Ally heroes within the area gain 20 attack speed plus an additional up to 20 attack speed per real ally hero in radius. Enemy units in the area receive up to 40 true damage every second. Whenever Blood Rush deals damage to an enemy hero, it heals Ichor and ally heroes affected by Ichoric blood or transfusion within 1200 radius for 40 plus 2% of Ichor's maximum health. This effect can be amplified further by 0.5 times for each enemy hero hit after the first, with a maximum of plus 1 time. Other ally heroes within the radius of Blood Rush that are not affected by Ichoric blood or transfusion get healed for 0.5 times this amount. The aim of the Ichor rework is to transition him away from granting allies a large amount of damage reduction and to transition him to having sustained, scalable healing in teamfights that scales as the game progresses. Ichor isn't the only hero getting a rework this patch. Pearl's third ability, Soothing Presence, has been entirely reworked and got a sub-ability attached to it as well. Passively grants up to 2 health regeneration per second to nearby ally heroes for each nearby allied hero. Activate to immediately heal all nearby allies for up to 250 health, but lose the passive health regeneration aura effect for the cooldown, and Pearl can now target a location to travel there and land after 0.75 seconds with her new sub-ability, Bubble Pop. The separation of the healing effect from the leap effect is necessary for Pearl to maintain her defensive role while still having enough offense to pose a threat to enemy teams with her Bubble Pop to Preservation Initiation combo. In addition to these hero changes, 2 heroes are getting a brand new staff effect, Fayde and King Klout. Fayde's ultimate ability, Reflection. Now, after using Reflection, the ability becomes Umbral Dance with 3 charges, allowing Fayde to teleport to enemies and apply Shadow Walk to yourself for 1 second. Also applies 0.6 of the original damage over time effect to the target. It does not stack with the original damage over time or itself. Reflection's first on-attack effect is preserved for 5 seconds if Reflection expires without applying the effect. King Klout's second ability, Goblin Toss, now has a spawn rate per goblin reduced to 2 seconds, with the added benefit of not spawning any blue goblins and an increased chance of green goblin from 25% to 50%. Also, King Klout's ultimate ability, Parade of Power, now has a reduced cooldown to 80 seconds. In addition to all these changes, 5 new items are being added to this patch: Blood Ruby, Ether Jewel, Nihil Crystal, Adeve's Cloak, and Faux Bow. Blood Ruby and Ether Jewel both act as build-up items for other items in the game that have max health or max mana bonuses, with Blood Ruby passively granting 150 max health and Ether Jewel passively granting 120 max mana. Nihil Crystal is another option for health and mana sustain against spell damage while in lane. While off cooldown, upon taking an instance of attempted 60 plus non-dot spell damage, regenerates 40 health and 20 mana over 10 seconds and places the item on cooldown. Adeve's Cloak. While off cooldown, taking damage from player-controlled enemy sources starts a 3-second timer on the item and starts accumulating damage. The timer is refreshed each time you take damage from player-controlled enemy sources. If the accumulated post-mitigation damage exceeds 20% of your max health, or 300, whichever is higher, while the timer is active, the item is placed on cooldown and Adeve's Protection is applied for 3 seconds. Adeve's Protection grants up to 25 health regeneration and up to 20 mana regeneration, with up to 40% debuff and stun reduction, up to 40% damage reduction, and up to 60% damage output reduction. Adeve's Cloak can be upgraded 1 time. And lastly, Faux Bow. Target an enemy hero to gain 70 bonus attack speed, infinite attack range, and a 50% chance to gain True Strike against the target for up to 6 seconds or 4 attacks. Only grants infinite attack range to ranged heroes. And that's not all. There's even more coming to this patch, including hero range and movement speed changes, and a kill gold bounty change in Forests of Kaldivar. You can catch up on all that and more by checking the patch notes when they are released by May 24th. We hope you enjoy these showcase changes coming to this next patch. This is Spiff, and thanks for watching.